It's not, for me, it's not a question of how we put health into Europe 2020. It has to be at the core of all the activities of the European Union if we're going to have a strong European Union. Health is the key to, I call it the DNA of a company. Okay, so the DNA of the company is usually represented in its brand, but all of us as people who work within a company or even are consumers or clients of that company, we all have the same DNA that is going to flow through Europe, and we all need together that same strength. So the importance is that we keep that DNA healthy. And at the minute we seem to be ignoring the fact that we don't have healthy employees or even healthy consumers. What we do have is everybody who's stressed. We need to get over that stress. We need to try and find ways to work better together to remove the stress and to build a strong and healthy Europe with its companies, with its employees, and with the consumers. Health literacy in the European Economic and Social Committee has not yet been put on the table. So I'm hoping that the debates like we were hearing today with CSR Europe and from the Parliament will mean that it's now going to be put on the table. We discuss it in brief within all our documents on health anyway. And I think from my perspective it's a very important role that we have to empower the citizens and the individuals to know more about their own health and health going forward. And in order to do that, we need to produce some kind of policy, or we need to produce documents that we can disseminate to the individuals and to the citizens of Europe. The healthiness of the citizens of Europe is a key priority for the Economic and Social Committee because we're the representatives of organised civil society. So therefore we have to get it onto the agenda as a key issue. And that will be what I will do going back now to say, yes, please, can we please make a document on this and discuss this? My perspective on the relation between the public and private sector is that actually we're not doing enough. We still do not have that joined up thinking, and we're also not involving the community in that aspect. So we talk about public, we talk about private, but what about the community? Because health issues often come from bottom up. We also have social innovation, which is coming from bottom up to solve some of the current problems that we have. The problem is the public sector at the top is not talking to the bottom. Businesses are in the middle and often seen to be only for private gain, for profit. But actually, we have to work together if we're going to have a strong community. And so for me, it would be much more important if we can find a channel to get public, private, academia and community talking better to start working together to solve some of the problems. And I don't think we are. The EU institutions are so far away from the EU citizens, and that's the bridge that we've now got to try and the gap that we've now got to try and bridge. And so for me, we still have a lot more work to do, especially on health and public and private.